Hello everyone, my name is Jansi Kalapala. Today we are talking about visualizing hypothesis testing. The agenda hypothesis, we are testing for four different types of hypothesis. First one is mean test, and the second one is comparing two groups. Third one is efficiency comparison. Fourth one for the correlation test, and finally the last one is but not least is important takeaways. Before talking about the test, the mean test, I just want to give the general terms of what is null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis is there is no statistical significance between two variables. It is generally the experimenter will try to disprove. Whereas coming to the alternative hypothesis is one that states there is a statistically significant relationship between two variables. Here, coming to the first slide, the research question is on average, are the widgets from the Acme widget company defect free? Here we define the null hypothesis is all the widgets which are manufactured from Acme are detect free. Um, Alternative hypothesis is out of 100 there are an average of 40 items are defective. The mean which in the bulk curve which is showing that 0.4, so out of 100 there is a 40 items which are we are trying to prove that to disprove the null hypothesis. When we are trying to do that comparing the two groups, here the question goes like this: does the average major league team have more home run hitters than its corresponding minor team league? So null hypothesis is average of major league team has more home runs than the minus team, and the alternative hypothesis is the average of major league has more home run hitters than the corresponding minor team. Third visualization is comparing the efficiency. Here there are two groups which is red and blue teams were recorded. So we write the null hypothesis is like both the red and blue teams have the same efficiencies, and the alternative hypothesis compared to the red team, blue team has higher efficiency. And this is the correlation test that is called in the visualization number 4. Here the research it is the German study tested that the high industrialized use vans utilized higher gas line. So the analysis which they plotted mile per gallon versus the weight of the various vans in the study. So coming to the question, research question is what were the study of the null and alternative hypothesis for this German study? And null hypothesis I defined it as there is no correlation between the weight and miles per gallon, and alternative hypothesis is there is a correlation between weight and miles per gallon. The last one, it is a slide, it is talking about important takeaways. So when we are creating the hypothesis, there is a considering the mean in the graph, the bell shape always should be the symmetric, and null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis are always mathematically unequal. Using the visualizations, after reviewing the graphs, always need to understand and analyze the curve anatomy correctly. So what is the and considering all the data, and we need to analyze the bell graph properly. And coming to the when we compare the two groups, writing the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis for the bell curves, I felt it is a little tricky, and we need to study properly the bell curves. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.